Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to touch on a few items. The war is still continuing. There's a Q-80 ship that got hit and it was on fire. Now it's off, but it's in just off the coast of Dubai, I think it is. Palm oil is leading the veg oil complex, and the acreage survey is out later today. So if you want to look at the palm oil, it's the black one here. You can see it's actually up 18%. Soybean oil is up 11. Canola is up 5.9, and Euro rapeseed is up 2.16, and then soybeans are actually down. You can see here, this is a comparison between canola in US dollars. And canola in US dollars is down 5.84% versus canola is down 3.71 from the high that it got made back on March 9th. Here's just a different visual of the same thing. You can see since March 9th, we've had a bit of a drop. Here, it's almost sideways. Here's your prospective planting. We'll talk about this more tomorrow, but there's a expectation that there's going to be less corn, more soybeans, and it's just the number that's going to come out now. I think if anything, it's going to be, for me, it would be paying attention to what the spring wheat area will look like. That'll have the biggest impact. I think soybeans are going to get digested with this EPA ruling and noise out there with the food versus fuel. Here's Indonesia forest loss surges by 66% in 2025. So that's a significant area. And look at this, food for energy security is driving the forest losses. And they're going to, Indonesia is going to a B50 as well. And here it's pointed out again. South Korea president is actually talking about trying to get some security as well, and he's looking at renewable energy as energy security. So he's looking at canola, soybean oil, you name it, because you can put that same product through the refinery if you can't get the crude oil through the Strait of Hormuz. There's your oil tanker. I thought this was interesting just to kind of take note of how much losses there is. There's quite a few in various countries, but some less than others, of course, as well. But ice cover is still hovering around the higher end of the range for this time of year. I guess it was higher when you look at those other lines, but it's 16.3% ice. So we're looking for it to dissipate so that you can get through some of those narrow areas, or the lock system is shallow. So another just noteworthy topic here is the Fed. Powell is saying that there's a bit of a wait and see about the war effects on inflation. With $4 gallon of gasoline, it's going to have a bit of quite a pinch on the market there. It looks like this weekend is going to have a fair bit of moisture getting added to some of these areas, but the key area right there, where most of the winter wheat is, we're going to have to see if that's actually going to capture some moisture. We're getting snow as we speak here, pretty much all night. So I don't know how much there was out there. Here's some cold temperatures, and as you break dormancy, you want to see if any of those are going to hurt any of those winter seeded crops down there. As I took this picture, snapshot here, the canola was trading at $7.29, only up $1.30. It had a pretty good gain there yesterday. Big trading range yesterday, but only ended up trading a few bucks up. November canola at $7.36, that's up $2.30. Rapeseed is up $1 at $5.09. Soybean oil just up 0.19 cents of a penny at 68.66. Palm oil is up 50 ringgit at 47.98. Crude oil up $2.07 a barrel at 104. Brent is up $2.59 at 115. Diesel fuel is just down a penny at 4.35. Soybeans are up 3 cents, 11.62. We'll have to see how this squaring happens ahead of this USDA acreage survey. Spring wheat is down 2 cents, and your hard red winter is up 3.5, and Chicago's up 5.25. So trying to catch up to the gains that the spring wheat has gotten. Corn is basically flat, and the Canadian dollar is down below the 72 at 71.89. So here's the canola chart. The high volume area is right here as well. We're trading right at the high volume area. As you can see, that here's your volume and the high volume line there. That's significant to get through there as well. And then November is actually showing the exact same spot. And then you got to realize that you're going to have a skew when you get into the new crop, which the high volume area is below this area as well. And same thing with the European rapeseed. Your high volume area is lower than where it was currently trading, trying to break out. Soybeans, same idea, same thing. Still climbing that hill for sure. Soybean futures, nothing sandwiched and does not want to make it through that resistance area. And this is the crude palm oil, how it's broken out. And it just looking farther back, that's the reason for the line that I had on there. But so we're looking back to 2024 values. Crude oil still every day it seems to be going up higher. We've got a few bodies above. Even though this had a long candle, we've got a few bodies above these other bodies. That's still bullish for sure. Same thing with Brent. And your diesel fuel is maybe starting to slow down a little bit, I would hope. Canadian dollar just falling apart. Looking for that 171.25-ish area would be a pullback area, but it's still sliding. And the U.S. dollar index is above the 100 right now. Whether it'll stick there or not, your S&P is actually looking more like the Canadian dollar. Here's your wheat area that I'm looking at some of these higher volume or higher priced areas. You know, at 681. So just looking farther back, if we're going to get through that 681, the next area would be at 766 on the front month. So there's your 661 area. We're approaching that. We're only 9 cents away. And this is that $7 area for the new crop expectations that we can get there. Here's your Kansas climbing that hill or high volume. It's above the high volume area, so if it can stay above that, that would be great. The same thing with Chicago. Your French milling wheat. And here's your corn futures, and it broke below that line, so it's getting ahead of itself on this USDA report for the acreage, I'm sure, knowing that there's going to be more. There's still lots of supply out there. Have a quick look at the meats. The meats actually got above that pivot extension line, which is bullish, and we're nearing it on the feeder cattle. And pork looks like it's actually bounced off of that high volume area as well. That's all I have for you.